Warning! The following review has details of sex and nudity mentioned throughout. No clips or pictures of this will be shown, but there is a warning being placed here anyway. You have been warned. You're not one of my clones. They're all accounted for, I think. No, I'm that Zygon you hired to make a video for the Whoniversals whilst you sort that Vault thing out that you mentioned. Oh yeah! Also, shh! That's supposed to be a secret. You don't tell anybody. Well, would you like to come in? I might get you a drink if you want one, but, you know, just go upstairs and do the video. Yeah, cheers, thanks. Whew. Just go and make the video you want to make. Whatever you want. You just do it. Oh, okay then. Thanks. See you later. See you in a bit. Right then. Anything I want. Well then, let's review Zygon, when being you isn't enough. Let's do this. Zygon is a 2008 direct-to-DVD film produced and directed by Bill Baggs of production company BVV. BVV stands for Bill and Ben Video, named after Bill and Helen Baggs. Helen's nickname was Ben, so that's why it was called Bill and Ben. BVV was set up to make official licensed straight-to-video DVD Doctor Who related spin-offs, using many of the characters and actors from the Doctor Who universe, other than the Doctor himself, / herself now. Zygon was originally written by Jonathan Bloom and Lance Parkin, but the story was rewritten by Bill Baggs. Thus, the original writers had their names removed from the film, and Baggs wasn't credited either. The original writers requested their names to be taken off as they felt Baggs' version didn't represent their original version. Also, this film is only called Zygon in the opening credits, whilst the official name is Zygon when being you isn't enough. So we open up on a CGI world before cutting to a naked Mike in bed. Mike is having dreams about being a Zygon, an alien race from the stars, and they like their planets hot. In fact, the plot of the movie is about two Zygons trying to make the Earth more like Zygor. They're trying to cause all these greenhouse gases to make it more like their home, so that Zygon refugees will be able to come down and live there. One of the Zygons is called Kretek. However, he has had an accident and had memory loss whilst in the form of Mike. So Kretek is now Mike, dreaming that he is Kretek. Thus, he has submitted himself to a mental hospital. Enter Lauren Anderson, a doctor at the mental hospital who has taken a professional interest, and a personal one too, in Mike's case. It's not long later before Robert Calhoun, who claims to know Mike, talks with Lauren about it, and about the dreams. It's later revealed that Robert Calhoun is a murderer on the run. It is later discovered that this is not the real Robert Calhoun, but in fact a Zygon called Torlak, who is trying to get Kretek to remember who he is, and so they can complete the mission. Not long after a meeting with Mike, Lauren's colleague, Joanna, says that she has recommended Lauren for some time of leave. Her boss, Mr. Sams, agrees, and orders Lauren to take 6 weeks off, at minimum. So Lauren reluctantly, goes off to have some leave. She's also not able to carry on with Mike's case. So instead they go and see each other like friends, later lovers. And then they have sex. Yeah, oh yeah, this is an 18-rated soft porno drama with Zygons, so it's technically also a sci-fi as well. And there's been quite a bit of nudity, both male and female. I'm showing you my boobies. Why? I don't know. I'm showing you my penis and, well, the rest of my naked body. Why? I don't know. I mean, okay, I was sleeping naked earlier, but when I was telling you about my dream, I don't know. And they actually have sex before they go on their dates. Oh yeah, that's what happens. I think someone's edited it wrong. I mean, the scene after the dates is them back in bed. And him strangling her. And that's not long after he touches her on her back. And it turns into a Zygon's hand, or he's trying to. And, yeah, and what after that happens, I don't just brush it off. Not only do I brush it off, I just go back to fucking snogging him. It's only after when he tries to strangle me, then I actually decide to go and sleep on the sofa. Wait, on the sofa? Only on the sofa? Why don't you run to Mexico? I'm still kind of in love with you. But I might be a Zygon. I don't give a shit. Okay, I do a little, but that's only because you tried to strangle me and burn my back. But the rest of it was lovely. Good grief. It's around this point that Lauren's flatmate, Ray, comes back home, hears them fucking, and goes back to bed. After Lauren goes and sleeps on the couch, Mike leaves in the morning, and they say goodbye. He also gives her the drawings that he showed her earlier, because he doesn't want them anymore. A very nice and sympathetic Ray comes in to look after Lauren, kind of, well, be sympathetic. Do you mind getting my phone for me, please? I gotta call work to, inform them I'm gonna be sick so I can, take you out, because I'm nice like that. Yeah. If you could just do that and I'll finish washing up. Okay. I like Ray. He's a really great guy. I hope nothing bad happens to him. So Lauren goes into Ray's room to discover Ray's throat has been slit. And it turns out the Ray that we saw in the kitchen earlier was actually Robert Calhoun, aka Torlak, in disguise. He explains to Lauren the situation and offers her the chance to become a Zygon. At first, Lauren does not want to become a Zygon, but after some convincing, she agrees. And so Lauren becomes a Zygon. Through some strange sort of science, Zygon biological science, Lauren becomes a Zygon. And then she and Calhoun go off to kidnap a poor, innocent, wealthy man off the street. Do I know you? No. Oh. Okay, I didn't really kiss him, but I'm gonna be him kissing people. Well, his wife at least. Also, shopping spree. And a montage of me as him and as myself shopping with his credit cards. Product placement, product placement, product placement. Also, I was going to go in the ladies' toilet, but then I noticed there was the men's. Nice little pan of the camera, and me as him walks in. Toilet. I then walk home, well actually I drive home, to my home, where my wife, well rather a wealthy man's wife, is waiting and she can't wait to get her clocks off. Literally, I mean, she gets naked almost instantly and so do I. Now, remember, I'm Lauren, but I'm Lauren disguised as the wealthy man because I'm a Zygon now. So, basically, now I'm going to have sex with his wife. As him. Because I can do that, because I'm a Zygon. Alright, let's go. Let's do this. And this is the scene in the film where I actually do think the 18 certificate was appropriate. On the first viewing, because I only noticed it on the second time, I watched this for the purposes of this review. And so on the second time I noticed this, this was the first scene in that second viewing that I thought this would be 18 rated. First time round I didn't really find anything besides all the nudity and supposed sex stuff. However, this scene does look a bit more realistic, so probably would receive that 18 rating. I mean, it probably would have received it for the nudity and the other sexual enterprises anyway, but this one was probably what secured it. Otherwise, it could have been a very high 15, maybe some cuts to make it 15. But with this scene, no need for cuts, it's 18. Props for a shot of two naked women on the sofa. This film suddenly got good. Really good, to be honest. Lauren, returned to being me personally. So it doesn't stick around for a long time. At least not as long as Mike and Calhoun. At least not for me. I guess I'm still practicing. I can see you had a good night. No need to ask it. Now, he won't remember anything, and she won't be complaining. And I'm going to leave the receipts in case they want to return stuff. Really? Yes. Alright, it's the power. The power to be anyone you want. What do I do now? Wrong question. What do you want to do now? I want to get my job back. Are you serious? Yes. Fine, go ahead. Be quick. But then we're going to talk to Mike. I mean Kretek, Mike, Pep. Whatever. We're going to talk to your boyfriend / patient. Jesus Christ, nothing simple in this movie. I feel like slitting another woman's throat. Not this one. But all yours. But somebody! God! Do you seem angry to you? So Lauren goes to her hospital, knocks Joanna out, disguises her as, well, Joanna, and goes to talk to Mr. Sands, who's a bit of a creep in this scene. I mean, he was quite creepy in the earlier scenes, but here he's kind of like touching up Joanna, well, Lauren as Joanna, and she's actually going for it. She actually goes for it. You know, there's an open window here. Well, not an open window, but a clear window. There's a clear window right there. Someone can walk up and say, "Holy shit, that man's touching that woman up. I shouldn't be looking. It's private business." Then again, I'm a Zygon, so I don't give a shit. What if I was a random stranger? Oh, curse that open window. I should really pull the blind down. That's better. Implied. So after touching up Lauren as Joanna, Sam somehow gets Lauren's job back. I don't know, he's complaining about it later. I thought we got rid of her! I don't know what to say. Tune in later to find out what happens next. After that, Lauren and Calhoun go and see Mike. Lauren then realises that Robert Calhoun is trying to, or Bob I'll just call him Bob from now on. That Bob is trying to get Mike to turn back to being a Zygon so they can complete the plan. So Calhoun turns on them. Well, not really turns on them. He comes after them after they turn on him, but they escape. After Mike and Lauren escape, Bob frames Lauren for Ray's murder. And so her police officer friend, Officer McCatchen, close enough, attempts to arrest Lauren for murder. However, Lauren is now a Zygon, and now is strong as a Zygon, so she knocks him out and becomes him to clear her name. As McCatchen, Lauren goes in to inform the other officers about Bob stalking her and Mike. Meanwhile, Bob talks to Mike about the mission a little bit, about Lauren feeling the power and that she's going for it. Holy shit, she thinks she can get away with this. Keep up the good work. Lawrence McCatchen comes back. They dump his body at the bus stop and then run off to either a hostel or her hotel, flat. Why would you go to your flat? It's a crime scene. Must be a hotel or a hostel then. After an argument, Mike goes off to see Calhoun and they go off to finish the mission. Meanwhile, Lauren has a shower and looks at herself naked in the mirror and remembers herself being Joanna and wealthy man, but not McCratchit. And then she just sits on the bed, naked, moping, sulking. Meanwhile, Tarek, aka Bob, is telling Mike, aka Kretak, to meddle with the global warming system thingy-majigs, so Earth will be just like home. There's no turning back now. She's made her choice. She's left you. No, I haven't. It's a lie, Mike. It's a lie. He doesn't want to say, what were you doing again? I was going to prepare Earth for, to be a habitable place for Zygons. Yeah, I can't let you do that. Come on, Mike. Motherfucker! You forgot your sonic screwdriver. Cheers. Come here, you. Come back here! Lauren and Bob are now meant to kind of linked. Well, tall like Bob, at least. So she has an idea of where they should go. They go to a building spot where they find the real Bob and Mike's bodies and take them to hospital when they see they are unwell. Before they do that, Calhoun, or rather Tarek, tries to attack Lauren, and then he turns into a Zygon. For the only time in the movie, we see the Zygon as an actual Zygon, and Bob manages to run over him with the van. Smart. At the hospital, Lauren is prepared to kill Robert Calhoun so that Kretak can take his body instead of having Mike's. They don't kill him, but Kretak does take Bob's body for a bit, and he gets the real Mike and Bob out. Well, actually, no, he gets the real Bob out, and the real Mike is just left in the bed. Meanwhile, Lauren, or rather, Tarek, disguised as Lauren, comes into the hospital, this is where we see Sams and Joanna arguing about Lauren, before she turns up and stabs him. And then shoots his brains out. Put your hands up and scream. Eek! Run away now. Ah! I forgot to mention screaming. It's alright, you did it anyway. And then Tarek as Lauren goes on a murder spree. After that, real Lauren turns up, and Tarek explains that she was ready to take him out. He just shows her what she's capable of. Lauren is now on the run, and Mike, well, Kretak has left, leaving the real Mike. Calhoun's real body? Somewhere else. Alive, of course. So Lauren is now a wanted criminal murderess, and the police want her in for questioning. So she goes to her flat. Wait, her flat? Are you serious? You go to your flat. They will look for. I suppose it's the most obvious place, so they probably overlook it, or they go there first. But are you serious? You are wanted. Tarek comes over to say he can help her. He then becomes her, and she shoots him as her. Lauren then uses Tarek's body to fool everyone into believing she has committed suicide, as Tarek was looking like her when he died. Lauren then goes back on the run, this time in the middle of a street. Look, I know you have just made people believe you are dead, but what if someone sees you and say, oh, holy shit, what if that was her twin sister or something, or what if she faked it? Oh, she may still be alive. Doppelganger possibility. Ooh, we should get the police involved. Meanwhile, Kretak and her have one final message on the phone that we don't hear before they go their separate ways. And that ends Zygon When Being You Isn't Enough. I am personally offended by this piece of shit. I mean, seriously, what the fuck? In conclusion, Zygon When Being You Isn't Enough is nicely shot but poorly edited. There's a lot of really strange cuts between some of the scenes, such as when Lauren and Mike are getting undressed for their first sex scene, and also the sex scene with the wealthy man and wealthy wife. Well, wealthy man, Lauren as wealthy man. There's a lot of kind of cuts between scenes that seem to be skipping from bit to bit, like there's some bits missing. It's just like it's moving to the next couple of seconds. And it's also poorly handled. There's a nice shot, and it looks like it's filmed well, although picture quality looks a bit weak, but then again, it was filmed from 2002 to 2008, so it doesn't look as good as today's HD standards. However, there are fan films from a similar point of time that look and sound better to this film. Though, like I said, the shots do look pretty good. It's just that stupid editing in some of the scenes. Most of the time the editing's okay, but in certain scenes, particularly in the sex scenes, it's weird. The cast is hit and miss. I'm not really a fan of most of it. I will say that the guy playing Robert Calhoun, aka Torlak, is actually really good. He's quite intimidating in some stuff, and also quite funny in some other stuff. For example, in the first meeting of Lauren, he's kind of like he sounds like a nice guy, and then he gets a bit threatening, and at the end of it, he's like, cheers! So, he can be threatening and quite funny all in one go, so I think that's pretty good. But everybody else is pretty much hit or miss. It's not really that great. Not really a big fan of Lauren, nor am I a big fan of Mike. Mike's character does sound interesting and also Kretek, but beyond that, and the Zygon science that's been introduced in this film, as well as also still continuing the question of whether the clothes are Zygon or not, it's just not that really great. Same can be said for the special effects. Some of them look pretty good, whilst others look really bad. There's also only one scene with a Zygon. That's it. And it doesn't even look like that good of a costume, to be honest. The worst part about this film, however, is that it was turned into a soft porno in some scenes. There's quite a bit of sex and even more nudity throughout the film, particularly in the first half. So it's quite strange. This is why the film's an 18, by the way, people. It's the only 18-rated Doctor Who material, since the 4th episode of Probe is now a 12 instead of an 18. The other 3 episodes being raised from 15 to 12, and apparently there's a 5th one out as well. That's probably a 12 as well. So Zygon is now the only 18-rated Doctor Who-related product material out there. But the fact that this is a softo-porno with the Zygons? Are you serious? I'm just glad that they didn't actually have Zygons having sex. Well, it's not Zygons as Zygons. Zygons in human form, yeah. But Zygons in Zygons, that would have made it even worse. That would be the worst. Normally, I would have gone with a 4 out of 10 because there are good elements of the story and script, and there are some good moments. The guy playing Calhoun / Torlak is great. Also, fun fact, the guy playing McCrashen also plays the Zygon. Some of the shots look pretty good, and editing, like I said, there are some good. It is quite good for most of the film, but other times it looks pretty shit. Most of the film is okay. If they took out the sex stuff, this film probably would have been okay at 5 or 6 out of 10. With the sex stuff, story-wise, it probably would have gotten a 4 out of 10. However, I am going to go with 3 out of 10 because of the decision with the sex stuff and the nudity. Good God, that was awful. The things we Who fans have to go through. You okay? Oh, hi Nick. Yeah, I just reviewed Zygon when being new isn't enough. Oh God! Oh, you poor thing. Isn't that offensive to your people? How did you cope? It's Doctor Who related. Even the worst Doctor Who related content has some sort of watchability, readability, or hearability. Even the Space Pirates episode 2. I guess. Ugh. But now I want to leave. I don't want to stay. I need to go throw up. There's a toilet just down the hall if you want to throw up in that before you go. Don't forget to wash your hands in the sink in the bathroom. And don't forget your coat. Jeez. No problem. I'll wrap up. I suppose the message to take away from this video is, even if something is horrible, there may still be some silver linings in it. Even if it's complete shit.
Oh, it even smells like shit.
Also, don't put Zygons in pornos. Hard, soft, whatever, it doesn't bloody matter. Don't do it. Don't. Really, please don't do it.
Looks like that red stuff from the doctor. Ooh, that's more normal than anything in this film. Ooh, 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 ooh.
Otherwise you might get a Zygon come in and review your product. And then go and throw up. Spare yourself! Spare yourselves, my brothers and sisters! Spare yourselves! Humans, you don't have to worry too much. Not as much as us. But Zygons, beware. Oh. It's 2018. This film's actually 10 years old. Sort of, at least in a release kind of thing. Or at least it will be 10 years old. Well, happy birthday, you piece of... Don't forget to click below to subscribe to the official The Whoniversals YouTube channel.